Hi there, welcome to Series 2, Video 1. Now this one is about workplace relationships. The first question there, 1.1, it's more to do with your own job. So there's nothing in the workbook. I'm looking to see that you understand the different workplace relationships that you have with organizations and people. You should at least mention employers and clients. There are a couple of different stakeholders, but there's plenty more out there. There could be external service providers like STEPS or some emergency housing, government agencies like Centrelink and so on, and then give examples of each one, what each one expects from you. So, for example, a job seeker, they're expecting you to get them a job. The employer is expecting you to provide them with work-ready people, and so on. So, at least 3 or 4 different key stakeholders we need to be mentioned in that one. Describe common barriers to employment faced by clients. Okay, once again, we want responses from your actual clients, like people that you've dealt with. However, you can take a look way back in Learner Workbook 1 on page 9 for some help there. Remember, that's Workbook 1. Go back and have a look there if you're looking for some barriers. But we want to see the ones that you're actually seeing in your job. Okay, so list internal and external resources you refer a client to as your system. So these are things that there might be brochures that you've got sitting there in your office that are providing services like emergency housing or substance abuse or low literacy and numeracy and so on. Any of the barriers that you might have mentioned in here, what services do you use when you're trying to assist a job seeker to work on those barriers? Then if we scroll down a little bit, okay, so next one is identify 3 ways in which you could strengthen the relationship you have with external service providers in your area. So if, for example, you found that you had quite a bunch of clients needing money management, you might like to make your link stronger. If you were finding that you couldn't book people in well, or there was some sort of miscommunication about what was expected from you to provide for the job seeker for that course, what would you do differently? How would you get better communication with them? You might, for example, you might like to go in and have a chat, get to know the person face to face, so you're not constantly on the phone to an unknown person. That's one great way to get to establish some better relationships with them. Learn about the eligibility to take part in their service. So if you're sending them clients that are suitable, then they'll be happy. If you're sending clients that don't qualify for that particular service, then it's going to get frustrating for them. So just some more examples of how you could get a better relationship and how you would communicate with them, whether it's email or phone and so on. Just give some examples like that. Why is it important to involve the client when considering a referral to another agency? Okay, so what would happen if you just said to a job seeker, okay, I think you need help budgeting, so I've already booked you in a money management course. There you go, off you go. Do you think they would buy into that and go ahead and go to it? Maybe some of them would. If you already had really good rapport and so on, maybe some of them would. However, we're looking at your knowledge on how to communicate well with your clients. So things like building rapport and so on, it's important if you involve them in decisions about themselves. So if you can mention something like that in that answer there. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this one, folks. See you in the next video.